Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Tarps Off. I'm going to do a review for the February 25th NHL Games. So 7 games on the docket for tonight. Nashville versus Anaheim is what we're going to start off with. First period, there's no scoring. Second period, at 1 minute in, Yossi would score from Philip Forsberg and Dante Fabro. Isaac Lundstrom would tie it up for the Ducks at 11:55 from Max Jones and Brett Leeson. Third period, at 3:26, Forsberg would score from Novak. McCarron would tie it up would extend the lead for the Predators at 8:43 from Dante Fabro and Kiefer Sherwood. Brett Leeson would score from McTavish and Henrique to cut the lead to 1 at 17:36. But Nyquist would seal it at 17:58 from Ryan O'Reilly into the empty net. Nashville takes it 4-2. Hurricanes and Sabres. So in the first period, Tony DeAngelo scores for the Hurricanes at 2:40 from Bunting and Natchez. Second period at 6:27, Skinner would score from Dylan Cousins and Kyle Posto on the power play. Natchez would score again. Would score one of his own. In the third period at 14:42 from Shea and Teravainen on the power play. Owen Power would score for the Sabres at 15:55 from Krebs and Benson. Overtime was no scoring, and then Middlestat would score the shootout winner for the Sabres. They take that one 3-2 over the Canes. Arizona versus Winnipeg. So in the first period, Mark Scheifele scores at 2:06 from Morrissey. Schmaltz would score at 13:45 from Gunther and Zucker on the power play. Connor would score for the Jets at 14:45 from Velarde and Scheifele also on the power play. Velarde would score one for the Jets at 16:34 from Scheifele and Morrissey on the power play as well. Second period, Michelli would score 6:11 from Valimaki and Krause. Schmaltz would score in the third period at 1:04 from Kerfoot. And then Kyle Connor would seal it in overtime 33 seconds in from Morrissey and Scheifele. The Jets take that one 4-3 in overtime. Chicago and Detroit, so Patrick Kane's returned to the United Center. And they also retired Chris Chelios' number 7 to the rafters. So congrats to him. First period, Daniel Sprong scores for the Red Wings, at 19:19 from Fisher and Fabry. Second period, Entwistle scores for the Blackhawks at 3:29 from Donato and Johnson. Foligno would score at 17:52 from Bedard and Seth Jones on the power play. Third period, DeBrincat would tie it up at 15:44 from Patrick Kane and Shane Gostisbehere. And then at 1:43, the homecoming, Patrick Kane scores the overtime winner from DeBrincat. I believe they're both in Chicago. So, a bit of a sting for the Chicago fans, but Detroit takes that one 3-2 in overtime. Blue Jackets and Rangers. This one was helpful for the Canucks to keep them in first place in the NHL. First period, Dmitry Voronkov scores from Marchenko and Severson on the power play at 4:34. Artemi Panarin would score at 14:22 from Adam Fox. Second period, 18 seconds in, Marchenko scores from Voronkov and Chinnikov. Enstrom would score at 11:11 from Rempe. Roslovic would score from Goudreau at 11:57. Provorov would score at 18:35 of the second from Roslovic and Goudreau. And in the third period, there's no scoring. Columbus takes it 4-2, and they keep Vancouver in the first place spot. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, so Battle Pennsylvania. I'm wearing my Pittsburgh jersey here. Reverse Retro 2, in case you were wondering. First period, Scott Laughton scores for the Flyers at 2:11 from Lichtschel and Sanheim. Crosby would score at 9:38 from Brian Rust and Rickard Rakell. Rust would score one of his own from Marcus Patterson and Sidney Crosby at 17:15. Forster would score 55 seconds into the second period from Owen Tippett and Sean Walker. Brian Rust would score at 11:15 from Carlson and Crosby on the power play. Benstrom would score at 13:38 from Riley Smith and Chris Letang, also on the power play. Sanheim would score from Couturier at 16:33. Laughton would score from Noah Cates and Cam York shorthanded at 17:36. Third period, 6:41, Drew O'Connor scores from Malkin and Pustonen. Raquel would score for the Pens at 8:38 from Crosby and Pettersson. Cam York would score at 10:10 from Lichtschel and Forrester. Letang would score unassisted at 15:13. And then at 17:57, Forrester scores from Couture and Lutton on the power play. But the Penguins take it 7-6. Last game of the night, Tampa Bay and New Jersey. So in the first period, there's no scoring. Second period, Hedman scores from Kucherov and Hagel at 1:27. Point scores at 4:15 from Kucherov and Hedman. Toffoli, former Canuck, would score from the Hughes brothers at 6:01 on the power play. Third period, at 9:38, Hagel would score from Point and Kucherov. And then Kucherov would score at 18:25 from Hagel into the empty net. Letting take that one 4-1. So that's it for the 25th. I'll watch what I can on the 26th. Get back to you with those reviews tomorrow for sure. So hit like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.